What up, people? It is your man GQ, and I want to talk about, I guess you would call this something serious, especially when it comes down to riding these motorcycles, but not necessarily just motorcycles, but something that has to deal more so with life. And I'm just pulling the motorcycles into this conversation that we're about to have. So there was one point in time in your life when you stopped playing in the streets as a kid. Like, you just stopped. You don't remember what day it was, but you played in the street one time for the last time and you didn't even realize it. And just like these motorcycles, there'll be a time where you stop riding. You stop throwing the leg over it. The reason why I say this is because, like, at the drop of a dime, it could all be taken away. We could have an accident that impairs us from riding motorcycles. Old age, Father Time finally catches up with us. And so, in between that gap of you being fully able to do this beautiful thing that we call motorcycling, all the way up until you can't do it anymore, we want to get the most we can out of it. This has come to me more recently because I've been having, over the past year or so, like problems with like my shoulder and my back and stuff like that. And a lot of it is injuries that's just creeping up with me that I had in the past. For those who don't know, I had a near fatal motorcycle accident July 2009. July 3rd, 2009 to be exact. And I had to be life flighted on the helicopter about roughly 100 miles or so away. I barely made it out. I had a lot of internal injuries, a lot of neck injuries, spinal problems, so on and so forth. A lot of breaks and cracks. Oh, I'm not gonna get too much into it, but it was very, very, very serious. And so, of course, after healing up and I started getting back on the motorcycle, and more importantly, when I started traveling on the motorcycle, I started thinking like, man, like I want to, just do more. But it wasn't until, and all y'all know if y'all watch the channel, it wasn't until my mom passed away that everything just kind of came full circle. Like, you don't have a lot of time. And so I started just traveling because I wanted to make sure that I got everything that I can get out of life before it was too late, before I couldn't do it anymore. And so when you see me get emotional on some of these trips, or I'm hugging people or taking pictures and stuff like that, or videotaping, it's because time in life is very, very, very short. And another thing, I want to be able to leave a bit of a legacy to my kids, my family, loved ones, so on and so forth. When the time I can't do it anymore, I can look back and look at all the things that I did and smile, whilst, in my hover around, just going around in circles. Or, when the time comes when I transition off this earth, that my kids can pick up some of the things that I've done and run with it or look back on it. And this channel is actually one of the things that I thought about as well, trying to document as much and as many things as I can to leave with them, so they can see me doing the things that I love to do, and they can look back and say, well, Dad, he lived his life to the fullest. So while I'm here, some of the things that I like to do, and one of the things that I want to leave to my loved ones, my kids, when I'm gone, is these patches. When you go on trips and you go on journeys, you go to different places. Some people like to get keychains. Some people like to buy t-shirts, hats, snow globes, snow globes, and you know, whatever else they like to do from their trips and their travels or whatever. But for me, being that I ride these motorcycles, and riding Harleys to be exact, I used to stop in different places to get like the t-shirts. But I was like, dang, like the t-shirts started to get kind of expensive, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to cut back on the t-shirts. But then I started thinking about other stuff that I could get. So I was like, well, let me get the poker chip. So I would get a poker chip, but then the poker chip, while cool, they wasn't really telling the story. And I'm really about like the story. What was that? My Cardo just came on my helmet. That was weird. But anyway, the story that's being told, I wanted it to be more tangible. And I didn't think that you got that with the poker chips. So I started getting and making sure that I purchased a patch from wherever I went, and I started putting it on my jackets and stuff. So as you can see right here, this is something that, so this is one of my jackets. I got a few of them, but this is the main one. Put that up. Yeah. And it just has a lot of the things that I've done, places I've been, for the most part. My hog mileage representing. Got to get my 100,000 on there. It's not on here yet, but I got that 100,000. But this is something that I want to leave with my kids. I want them to have like my jackets and stuff. And I mean, if they decide to wear them, cool. But you know, just something that's a piece of me, a tangible piece of me that I'm leaving with them. So it's pretty much almost full of the different places I've been. And so, like I said, I try to get a patch, and that patch there tells a story. So, you know, I got this nice retro Monument Valley patch. If y'all can see that. Zoom in, folks. There we go. Tunnel of Trees in Michigan. This is also a nice one. The Cat House, Eureka Springs. Like I say, of course, my rallies, Sturgis, Daytona, Bikes, Brews, and Barbecue, Lone Star, all that stuff. But the main thing, the most important thing, is that my loved ones can feel me when I'm gone. So that is one of the reasons why I'm so hell bent on getting out and exploring and just going, you know, see and do a bunch of different things like that I've never done before, because you never know when you get the opportunity to do it. Which leads me to my next point. Don't wait on people to live your life for you. When I say that, what do I mean? I'll say it again. Do not wait on other people to live your life for you. If you're waiting on Joe Blow or, you know, Sally over here to take this ride that you always wanted to take, you will never go. If you wait on people to go, you will never, ever, ever leave. You will never leave, and you will miss out on the things that you really wanted to do because somebody else, or you felt like you needed somebody else to go. Is it cool? Is it fun? Is it, you know, better with, you know, more people? Possibly. I have fun with people on my rides. I have fun by myself. But just get to the point where it's okay if you need to go by yourself. Take that ride, take the trip, plan it, prepare, execute, and go have fun and go live. Like, you are only living for yourself. So, you know, you might get with a group of friends and we say, hey, we're going to go to Key West, or we're going to go to the Grand Canyon, or I don't know, somewhere else. We're going to ride Route 66 together. And you do all this planning, and then like end of the day, like they back out. Don't trip. Just adjust and continue on with your life, because the time does not stop. The clock does not stop ticking. So do not wait for other people to live your life for you. At the end of the day, the best way I can sum this up: live your life, don't wait on nobody, and take the trip. Get the bike, plan the plans, and get out there, have fun, and take plenty pictures and videos, not just for yourself but for your loved ones. And this is, I think we coming to the end. But before we go, I got a few announcements. So we got Unleash the Peace 2 down here in the New Orleans Slidell area. Registration is now live. Go to my website, www.peaceontheworldwide.com, and register. It is going down. It's going to be a great time. Also, another thing, I will be in Daytona for Daytona Bike Week, March 5th through the 9th. And I have a meet and greet on March 7th from 1:30 to 2:30. If you're in the area, come on, stop by, say hi. And I'll have some gifts for people who do come through while supplies last. So make sure y'all come out there and see me if you're in the area. If not, it's all cool. And this is your man GQ, the leader of the Peace Army, telling you guys to be safe, be cool, most importantly, be you, and peace out until we meet again.